what's up? It's Comic95 The Savior, and this is my continuation in my series, Is It Love, here in Japan. So for this video, as always with the rest of my Is It Love videos, I tried my best to keep it short. I can go into more detail in the comments and or make an additional part if necessary. But I wanted to answer a question that I commonly see people say on my channel, as well as in other places on the internet, which is either asking about if having, your boyfriend's password is a sign of your relationship being serious, and or by bragging saying, oh, we have each other's passwords or shared accounts. So I want to give you my own opinion on this, and I'm pretty sure that if there's any guys watching, they most certainly will agree with this. First things first, men are not stupid, okay? They're not as smart as ladies, but they're not stupid, alright? They are well aware of all of the little games and tactics that girls go through and the FBI stalker stuff that girls do to try to figure out what's going on with him. And the last thing that you want to do is make it very clear, open and honest that you do not trust the guy that you are with. By showing that you don't trust him, you're actually encouraging him to cheat on you even more so. And the reality is, if you don't trust your partner, you don't trust them enough to not be talking to other girls, dating, seeing, or having sex with someone else, then that's a sign that you should just end the relationship. Trying to snoop and catch them doing something bogus is really stupid on your end. Not to mention, if you're an adult thinking this way, meaning that you are over the age of 20, and you honestly in your mind believe that by having your boyfriend's password or husband, that's going to stop him from cheating on you and having a shared account, you are not a very smart person. For starts, once again, it's like keeping a leash on your boyfriend like he's a dog. You're not giving him the freedom that he needs, wants, and or deserves. And secondly, men aren't stupid. All he's gonna do is create a new account, use a different password, have a secret phone, etc. that you do not know about. People need privacy in a relationship, and that does mean that, while some things you can't share, you always need to have some things that are completely separate in your own. So, for example, if you guys have a shared Facebook account, which is creepy, shared Instagram, whatever, unless it's like strictly for business and you have separate accounts elsewhere, more than likely the person you're dating is going to create another account that you just won't know about and snoop around and do bogus stuff, dirty stuff behind your back. Not to mention, once again, you have to ask yourself, if you truly love someone, shouldn't you be able to trust them enough to not want to cheat on you even when you're not around and not there? If the person you're with is only pretending to not cheat on you when you're watching them, that's not really love, and that's not really loyalty and or faithfulness. People need personal space. I need personal space. Wanting to have your own stuff does not mean that you're cheating on someone and or lying to them. It just means that there's some things that you rather them not know about you and want to keep private and to yourself. For example, I can be the first to tell you I would not want my boyfriend to go through my phone and see my search history and see what videos I watch, if you know what I mean. I don't want that type of stuff to be out there and known, not by the person that I'm dating. I could joke about it with my friends and even family members sometimes. But your boyfriend, your husband? Absolutely not. So there's lines and boundaries that you have to draw. People need privacy and personal space. Not to mention, especially if you're just dating and not married, that makes things super awkward, super weird for when you do break up. Because now you need to go ahead and, create new accounts and change your password and everything. It's too much too fast. And again, my point at the end of all of this is, having a shared account does not mean the person is not cheating on you. It generally just means they're going to create a new identity separate from you elsewhere. Secondly, by you showing them that you don't trust them, while it's not an excuse to cheat, for a lot of people it encourages them to do it because in their mind, well, she doesn't trust me anyway, so I might as well do what she thinks I'm doing. And on top of that, again, you're telling them that you don't trust them. So you have to ask yourself, do I not trust my partner? And if you don't trust your partner, why are you still with them? Sounds to me like you have a fetish or another problem going on, because would you go through all of this crap with somebody in the US is my question for you. And if you are one of those crazy girls that are like, yeah, I would, and me and my boyfriend have a shared account in the US and we did whatever, that's exactly why your relationship didn't last, sweetheart. That's why, you're dating again here in Japan. Learn from your mistakes. Guys need space. They do not want to be around some crazy psychotic bitch 24/7 and needs to have his password, know where he is at all times. Don't get me wrong, too much freedom, of course, that's a sign of something being wrong. But if your man really loves you, he wants to see you. You're not the one going to have to keep a leash on him. He is going to be pulling the collar and leash on himself and handing you the freaking leash. If he's not handing you the leash and asking you to take him for a walk It means you don't own him. It means he doesn't want you. It means he's playing bitch for somebody else besides you. And with that said, yeah, your relationship is trash, it's over, and he probably is seeing somebody else on the side. But if you're not giving him the chance to be himself, have his own personal space, you're gonna drive him crazy and drive him away from you. So if you guys are sharing an account already, I highly suggest that you change the rules, make it clear to him that, you know, you want to start things over, you want to trust him, and you want him to be free and feel like he has his own space, own person. Don't get me wrong, you can give a guy all the freedom in the world, and he can, under will, still cheat on you. But at the end of the day, you know it wasn't because you were the one being crazy. It was simply because he was just a dog by nature, and there was nothing you could do about that. But by not giving him the personal space that he needs, wants, and deserves, you're also making it hard for yourself. Maybe you're one of those super clingy girls that doesn't want to have their own personal space, but should that moment come up where you do need it, or something embarrassing and personal does get sent to you, or you want to handle something personal and he gets a hold of it, you're gonna have a hard time explaining that to him. So everybody needs their own space, whether you're married, whether you're dating, whatever the case is, you're engaged. Having a shared account, in my opinion, just isn't a good idea unless it's business related, and even then, you need to have your own separate account. I've never seen somebody have a successful relationship, successful marriage, in which both the man and woman, because I know there's some crazy girls that'll be happy over it. I know plenty of married people doing this, but like I said, what you don't see behind closed doors, that guy probably has another account, is probably cheating on her, probably doing God knows what. He's not happy. It's not normal. People need their own identity separate from their spouse. Just like when you're in a relationship, it's not a good idea to have shared bank accounts and have no individual account to yourself. You should always have your own money. You should always have your own security blanket. Same thing goes to your relationship. You need your own identity. When you get married, you don't share an ID, do you? No. You have your own separate ID. You have your own separate driver's license. You don't merge birth certificates or something. Okay. With that said, he needs his own personal space. He needs to have his own private email, his own private social media. It doesn't matter if girls are flirting with him or sending whatever. What matters is his response. I'm a public figure myself. I have people flirt with me all the time, whether I'm single, in a relationship, whatever the case is. And if the person that I'm with cannot trust that I'm not going to cheat on them, that I'm not going to do whatever, then I don't want them. They have to be understanding of, you know, my work, my job, what I do. You need to be the same way, regardless of what his work and their job is. The reality is, the guy that you're with, he's going to see girls that look better than you. He's going to see better options. He's going to be offered, you know, the opportunity to date girls that make you look like trash. So you can either sit around and cry about it and be jealous-hearted and be, hating on all these other girls and wish that you look better than them and whatever. Or you can get over yourself and acknowledge and accept the fact there are women that make you look like trash. I have to do it. You have to do it. Get over it. Simple as that. He feels the same way. You guys go out, he sees a guy that's really tall, 6 foot tall, muscular, blonde guy, blah, 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 etc. It makes him feel a little bit self-conscious about himself. Okay, well, same thing goes for you. You have to acknowledge and accept the fact that he's going to see people that looks better than you. He's going to get the opportunity to date people that look better than you. People are going to approach him. Your goal is not to stop girls from coming after him, but rather to stop him from wanting to talk to them. If you're too controlling, give him no privacy, no space, he's going to be like a kid with strict parents. The moment you get that taste of freedom, you're going to go crazy, wild, do everything you know you're not supposed to do. He's not a child. He's not a dog. Don't treat him like one. Give him privacy. Give him space. Sharing a password doesn't do anything but guarantee that not only will he cheat on you, he's going to do it without you knowing, which means that you're probably not going to find out for a long time. And while you're thinking you're in a loving marriage and have a loving relationship, this man has been making a fool out of you behind your back, and all of these other women know about it except for you. So that's that. Everyone has their own opinion on this. I personally just absolutely do not think that's a good idea to share passwords, share social media accounts, etc. Again, even if it's business related, you still need your own separate accounts at the end of the day. There's no excuse for shared accounts. So that's that. That's my opinion. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it useful, please leave a comment, like down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe for more tips and more information. You can also check out my playlist on Is It Love here on my YouTube channel, as well as my general playlist on dating in Japan. Japan for more dating advice and tips for those of you girls that are dating in Japan. If you have any more questions, please leave them in a comment down below, or you can send me an email and I will make a video answering your question. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at comic95 and add me on Snapchat at comicthesavior. Please check out my blog at comic95.com, and I hope you will watch another video. Thank you so much for watching.